Hey folks, thank y'all for stopping by the Wagon. I'm glad you took a little time out today. I did. I don't take it for granted. I appreciate you being here. I see you eyeballing my trivet here. You know, there's 3 things you're going to need if you're going to cook in a Dutch oven. Number 1, Dutch oven. Number 2, shovel with a hole in it. Number 3, trivet. Now, what do you use a trivet for? Well, you can see, this is what I'd call a tall trivet. You're going to set your oven up on it, if I can get it to fit, and we'd put coals around the outside edge. Now, what this tall trivet does is let me regulate my heat a little to where I can slow down my cooking, because if we're sitting right on the ground, them coals is close. Now remember, I want to bake, not fry. Now we use 2 different sizes of trivets most of the time. One about 3.5 to 4, the other 5.5 to 6 inches. And they're used for different purposes to cook different things. Now, the tall trivet, when we got it out there and we're cooking something, what would be in here? Well, it'd probably be like a cake that's got a lot of that sour cream in there because I like it moist. Or maybe a pie that's got a bottom crust on it. I want to cook it slow too. Or maybe some of them brownies. I can burn brownies in the house, so I want to have this distance here to slow my cooking time down. Now, let's say we was going to use a short trivet and it was just going to be about maybe 3.5 inches tall to 4. What am I cooking in it? Well, I cook a lot of bread in them, I do, but I cook a lot of casseroles in them, baked potatoes. Something that I got to take the lid off and stir on occasion or casserole-wise, I'm going to put it on a short trivet. That way I know that it's closer to the heat, but it can stand the heat. But if that wind's blowing, I mean howling, I'm going to stick with this tall one because it's going to let me regulate that heat a little better than a short one would, being this close to them coals on a 40-mile-an-hour breeze, if you know what I mean. I am all about making something better, simpler, and maybe even more feasible for everybody to use and pack around, so me and Shan allowed we'd make a different kind of trivet. Now, different, you say? It's still 3 horseshoes, welded together, smooth. We got us some of these bolts that will screw right in here, and you put 3 of them on there, you're going to have yourself a trivet again. And it's always righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. This ain't like propane and backwards, I promise you. This is trivet. So we're going to tighten them up good. You're going to get to see it here in a minute. It's going to stand up and give you the stability just like that other one will. It's around 6 inches tall, but these is galvanized. They ain't going to rust near as bad as this old piece of rebar. And these things here is sharp. I ain't never cut myself on one of these things or put them in a sack and they rip the bottom of a tow sack out or something because they're hanging, because this one comes apart. You can pack this rascal in a backpack, but folks, what if we was needing a short trivet? Let's just get some shorter ones. You can see the difference here. They be shorter. Now, they'll screw in there the same way. You want to always make sure that when you get through using these, make sure there ain't a whole lot of dirt or you don't get a rock in there. They're hard to get tight that way. And you'll have yourself a short and a tall trivet, and all you got to do is just buy the extra set of legs that goes with it. This is better than that, I promise you. Easier to pack around, easier to maintain. Where can you get them, you ask? Well, today's your lucky day, I'm telling you. You can just go to our website, KentRollins.com. They'll be on there. One more tip I want to give you, and Shannon's telling me no, cut it off. Make sure, folks, make sure you have the same size legs everywhere you're cooking. You can't be having one crooked. It won't work like that, I promise you, unless you're in Italy and you're cooking something leaning. Thank y'all so much. God bless you each and every one. Don't burn the biscuit. Trivets are a very handy deal. They keep you from just sitting right on coals to giving you different...
Is there a fly?
He's right on the... He just moved now. Ready?
Yeah.